This is the helmet of thorns.
Yes. So I had heard, I remember reading or hearing at some point that actually it's like 3D, or not just 3D, but it's, it goes around the whole head.
The whole head.
And is really like a helmet.
Like a cap, a helmet. And so what do we see the correspondence with? These are 3-inch Bethlehem thorns. When they dry, they're as sharp as nails. I'm going to say to you what I said to my triplet boys here. Try to prick your finger on the end of one.
Right.
You can see.
I just did.
This crown of thorns, the Gospel of Mark, which is the earliest gospel, it says, and the Romans fashioned a crown of thorns and placed it on his head to humiliate him. This is the King of the Jews. They placed this on his head, and what do we see on the shroud? 50 puncture wounds in the scalp. It would have caused profuse bleeding. And so when he goes, Ecce homo, behold the man. You can imagine, crown of thorns, blood-stained. The scene would have been incomprehensible.
It also just occurs to me looking at this, for people who will find it unfamiliar, that's not what the crown of thorns looks like. This is what an actual crown looks like.
Exactly.
Actual crowns are not headbands.
Right.
If you've ever seen like the crown of St. Stephen,
yes,
or whatever, a crown in the UK,
they
look like this.
Yes.
They cover your whole head. Huh.
And isn't that fascinating? This is what leaves it beyond all doubt to me. Speaking from a historical scholar's perspective, it could not be anyone other than Jesus of Nazareth. My friend Bruno Barberis, who I will be with in just a few weeks in Turin, Italy, has assigned a probability to, is this anyone other than Jesus? And he's published his findings. Again, not a preacher, not a priest. He's a mathematician at University of Turin. The probability the man of the shroud, according to mathematician Bruno Barberis, is anyone other than Jesus is 1 in 200 billion. So I guess there's still a chance for the skeptics.
Yeah, it is. You're saying there's a chance.
Yes.
But the connection being that the wounds from this particular crown of thorns match the man of the shroud in a way that, a little laurel wreath or something wouldn't have.
And leaves it beyond all doubt it's anyone other than Jesus of Nazareth.
Because the other guys didn't get this.
No, no one did that we know. We know of one in history who was crucified. This is one of one. Utterly unique.